Hi everyone, welcome to the Diecast collection with ours channel. Here is the Quick Chat by Hot Wheels. The Quick Chat is a fantasy model of a telephone car. This telephone car is a fun version of a telephone-oriented vehicle, if there's another alternative, because it has some features to make it more fun, such as the paint design in the front and the way it was created to mimic a telephone type toy. But there's a reason for this Quick Chat to be this in appearance, because this was based on an existing toy, and we're gonna talk about that as we go along with the video. Let's take a look at the Quick Chat starting in the front. This is a very fun model because it has a face in the front in the form of the eyes in the windshield. The nose, I guess this is the front light. It only has one, I'm just guessing here. And the mouth at the bottom, it does not have any grill, but it does have a paint design in place of that grill. This being a telephone toy, it has the makings of a classic telephone, such as the body of the telephone, the dial on top on the roof, and this is nice, the handset in the form of the back wing that we're gonna see later in the video. It does not have any additional details to make it more realistic, so I'm just guessing that somehow the driver and the passenger can see from the inside going in the front through the use of high-tech cameras in the world of fantasy Hot Wheels, because it can be anything. Alright, here is the left side of the Quick Chat. We can see more of how this was created. It has this gray body on the top. The bottom is in this red colored plastic, and the handset, the engine, they're made of plastic. The gray part is the metal body. At the bottom, at the back fender, there is a casting detail, and that is the air intake, because I assume that this is going to be a very fast telephone type car. In order to reduce drag, there must be some sort of physics to be involved in the world of fantasy Hot Wheels, so the driver and the passenger, if there are two people that fit inside this car, won't be able to lose their grip during the race. At the right side of the Quick Chat, the details are the same, mirrored. There's no paint design, by the way. Nothing here, it's all casting details. The red plastic on the wheels are just all red with the casting detail. The air intake at the bottom of the back fender, and the handset, back wing, the engine, same details. The pips at the back, I'm not really sure about these. These might be rivets or lights. And from here, if you look at the bottom of the engine, the exhaust can be seen here. Here is the back of the Quick Chat. The back wing is kind of empty in the center, because this just serves as a design and the wing for the car once it runs fast. The engine with the, I guess these are pistons on the top, and the air vents, I assume, with the exhausts at the bottom, a pair of them. There's no paint design, but I guess this is okay because the car needs to be very fast, and the designers just concentrated more of the design, the paint design in the important areas, such as in the front and later at the top. Here is the full top of the Quick Chat. We start with the front. I guess the eyes are part of the paint design set in the top, because if you look at here, the front, I suppose, would be the nose and the mouth, and at the top the eyes are pretty much more oriented here at the top, with some paint striping in the form of red, brown, and orange. The dial of the telephone in the roof. The handset with these air intakes, I assume, and air vents at the back to reduce the drag. You can see from the center that there's a air intake as well, that you can see the top of the engine at the back, and more of the details of the engine and the exhausts. If you have this model, and you can see here in the video that the center of the dial is the logo for Fisher-Price, the text logo, and that's very interesting. When I saw this being advertised in some YouTube channels for the new models, I thought to myself that I have to get one for my collection, because I haven't realized that this telephone car, is part of some mold or pattern of an original toy, and that is from Fisher-Price. If you look at the Hot Wheels wiki, this quick chat has been made from the original toy called the Chatter telephone. I hope I got that correct. Made by Fisher-Price, and that's pretty cool and interesting as well. So there's a reason for this vehicle in the Hot Wheels world, because it is based off of a vintage toy. I guess that toy still is in production, if I remember correctly. Just take a look at the internet, find this model on the Hot Wheels wiki, and see more of the history of the quick chat on how this has been created. A Fisher-Price toy turned into a Hot Wheels car. We now go to the bottom of the quick chat, and here we can see the copyright information in the center, the exhaust, and the wheels, all in red plastic. What's interesting about the quick chat is, instead of having just 2 rivets, there are 3 rivets in the model, and I find that interesting as well. Not really sure about this part here. Maybe this panel might be holding some circuitry in this model if this becomes real in the world of Hot Wheels fantasy. Notice that there are these extensions on the wheels. The quick chat is an experiment motor vehicle. You kind of saw earlier in the opening of the video that the handset kind of moves, and that's the working feature for this model. Let me show it to you. If you place this on a surface, even surface, and push it, I'm just going to do this demonstration. The handset goes up and down. This is possible because the extensions on each back wheel pushes the handset up. And what's nice about the extensions, even if the wheels are not aligned when this toy gets pushed or runs on the track, one of the wheels can still push the handset up, and it gives this uniform movement during the movement of the car, and that's nice. Let me try pushing it from the left to right and how it works. See that? A very fun Xperry Motors toy. This is the second variant, by the way, because the first version of the Quick Chat is more color accurate with the vintage toy. It's I think it's colored cream. You can check that on the internet. And this is the variant of that toy, but it still retains the casting details. The only difference is the color of the body, as I understand it, but it's still the same Quick Chat. This ends my vid art on the Quick Chat by Hot Wheels. Thanks for watching, enjoy your collection, and see you with the next model.